Hola mi gente, ¿cómo están? Mi nombre es Alba Mar, me pueden decir Alba, el canal se llama Seriela, estamos aquí para hablar de libros, algunos de ellos en español desde Puerto Rico. Hello, my name is Alba Mar, you may call me Alba. Channel name is Seriela, we're here to talk about books and some of them in Spanish from Puerto Rico. Now, this is my second time doing this, and you know, I have problems with my phone, and sometimes it cuts off. So, do this fast. Already put on my timer. This is the perfect opportunity to dovetail. I'm combining two videos, two in one. The first one is a takeoff on Get to Work Wednesdays, which I'm doing on a Friday, I know, beyond books. Get to Work Wednesdays is how Sarah from Hardcover Hearts, the name that she gave it. Karen at Runwright Reads calls it Beyond Books. It's how, you know, the take on what ideas we can take away from our books and use them to serve the community and to act, to change things. And one of the aspects that I had forgotten to mention in my video, my take on it, was art, the importance of art in activism. And that's why I had owed you for a long time a video on Jesús Ortiz Torres, who not only published these two books on how the colonized think, but also has made many murals around Ponce. And the most renowned one I'm going to take you to see is in Ponce, in a little street called Callejón Trujillo. And the mural is called El Mural para Pensar, a mural to think about. It was a collaboration of 25 artists who painted an abandoned movie theater and with messages, first in honor of the dead after Hurricane Maria, which were estimated to be over 4,000, and also to protest colonial treatment of Puerto Rico. Yeah. So you'll be seeing that. And I'm also going to link two videos that are available here on YouTube about that mural, which are much better than my pictures. So why am I also combining what Jesus has done, his work, which also includes promoting our food, our traditions, our customs. He's shown here fomenting the use of casabe, yuca, which is a local tuber that we can cultivate here in Puerto Rico, so that we're not so dependent on importation of rice, for example, and to foment sustainable agriculture here in Puerto Rico. So yeah, he made this wonderful, wonderful mask to motivate people to continue using their masks. Now here in Puerto Rico, we had a lockdown from the very beginning, and that worked pretty well because we had strict curfews. Here in the municipality of Juana Diaz, they passed an ordinance which would fine anybody who did not wear masks in public spaces. So wherever I go, when I go to the post office, for example, when I go to the supermarket, when in Juana Diaz and in Ponce, when I go to my favorite bookstore, everybody follows protocol and everybody uses their masks. Now, what happened here and why there's been a spike, one of the reasons, is that we don't have control over our airports. We don't have control over our docks. And anybody can come in and out. Suddenly, the airlines started offering tickets as low as $11 to come to Puerto Rico. So, of course, everybody started coming to Puerto Rico, and some of these people do not want to wear masks. Be they people from our diaspora or what you call expats, which are North American immigrants, and many of them residing on the western part of the island. There have been conflicts already because of that. There are also people here who like to party, for example, in party buses, who lately have been going to the bars. Casinos have been open lately. I don't know how they're going to follow protocol in the casinos. And so people, I guess, have gotten tired of social distancing. And of course, the push to the economy. People want to stimulate the economy. But, if people are dead, how are you going to stimulate the economy? I have no idea. So then, Jesus's wonderful, wonderful masks is what brought me here today to collaborate with Bryan's tag. Bryan over at Bookish. I will link it down below. Now, people have been sharing the 3 books that have to do with masks or concealment for fiction. And of course, most of what I read is nonfiction. So that's what I'm going to offer you today. I have 3 nonfiction books, starting off with the Autobiography of Malcolm X, as told to Alex Haley, from the very first line. When my mother was pregnant with me, she told me later a party of hooded Ku Klux Klan riders galloped up to our home in Omaha, Nebraska. Yeah. Hood, mask. Then we have in Just Mercy also a reference to the Ku Klux Klan. And of course, that was one of the factors in the Great Migration that we study in The Warmth of Other Suns by Isabel Wilkerson, and that is on page 41. Around the atmosphere of lynchings, right? When she talks about lynchings, in this atmosphere of lynchings, The Klansmen, a 1905 novel that was the basis of the 1915 film The Birth of a Nation, became a national bestseller. It fed whites' panic over freed blacks in their midst and inspired people in Georgia to revive the Ku Klux Klan the year the film was released. Soon, Klansmen in full regalia were holding public parades before cheering white crowds across the South like celebrations of the 4th of July, and the Klan then seen not as a rogue outlier, but as the protector of Southern traditions. So, as protectors of your community and your neighbors, wear your masks, because if you can wear a hood, you can wear a mask. Take care, everybody. Keep on reading. Los quiero mucho, mi gente. Adiós.